Hello, and welcome to today's double tap. And our first contract today, the Great Maze of Overkill, set in Berlin and supplied to us today by Shaco 1610. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and for our first contract we have 5 of them and a free map. So for our challenge, we will be starting as the DJ. We'll be bringing with us a lethal syringe, a melee lethal item, and a Seeker 1. So right from the start and off the bat, we're gonna step away from the turntables and grab the fire extinguisher at the back of the room. We're going to exit the DJ booth and throw the fire extinguisher into the corner and then hide behind the pillar here. That will attract the attention of our first target, one of the DJs, and we're going to select our lethal syringe and quickly jab him in the back while he's not looking. He will go down rather ungracefully, and then we're going to pick up the fire extinguisher, open the door to the DJ booth, and then do the same again. And we just need the body discovered and removed, so we're just going to hide up on top of the DJ booth until the body has been discovered and removed. And the reason we've done that is we don't have enough spaces to hide 3 bodies. So if we get rid of one kind of legally, then we can now move on with the other 2. So once again, we're just going to grab the fire extinguisher, throw that into the corner with the DJ booth door open. That will attract the attention of the last DJ currently playing his set. And when he comes to investigate, we can eliminate him rather quietly with our fishing hook. You can use any melee weapon you wish. You can shoot him in the head or snap his neck. I just chose the hook as it's a non-illegal item for a start, and it's quite fun. So with 2 targets now taken care of, we're just going to turn off the racking there, and that will attract the attention of our 3rd DJ target. And when they come over to investigate, we will just launch the hook at their head from above the DJ booth here, and that is target number 3 taken care of. Once again, we're going to deposit him in the crate provided. I accidentally forget to retrieve my hook, but that doesn't matter, we don't really need it. So we're going to make our way up onto the air conditioning system and out into the corridor, and we're heading now for the security office. And I'm just going to quickly have a check for my nemesis, who is Agent Montgomery. I run into him more often than I would like and lose my silent assassin. So with Agent Montgomery not around, we're going to scoot along the air conditioning units, and we are going to shoot our next target in the back of the head with our Seeker 1. He will then get sick and he will go to the bathroom, and once he does that, we can then drop down, follow him in, and ask him, have you seen a little group of kittens in there anywhere? I seem to have misplaced them. Apparently, no, they're not down the toilet. So target number 4 is now taken care of, and that just leaves Mr. Hirschmuller himself. So again, we need to keep an eye out for Agent Montgomery, who will be around in this area at some point. We're going to make our way into Hirsch's office, close the doors behind us, and then shoot Mr. Hirschmuller with our second Seeker 1 dart. He will get sick and he will make his way to the storeroom here, and it's at this point I have realized that I have forgotten to collect up my hook. I was going to launch it at the back of his head and send him down the shaft that he's going to be throwing up down, Not that that really matters once again, because all we have to do this time is put one step forwards. And down goes Hirschmuller, cracking his head off a couple of things along the way. So all of our targets have now been dealt with. All that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we're going to head for the nearest available Agent Montgomery safe exit, and to do that safely we are going to make our way back up onto the air conditioning system and past the guards and then down to the exit. So, one contract down with one more to go, and we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we get our Silent Assassin rating. Off next to Dubai. So, for our second contract today, we are in Dubai for 47's finest hour, set as I mentioned in Dubai and supplied to us by Plymouth's finest. So again, with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and once again we have 5 of them along with a free map. So for today's second challenge, we'll be starting as the event security, and we'll be bringing with us a combat knife and a silenced pistol. So from the start and off the bat, once again we are going to exit the security room here out through the side door, and we will instantly encounter our first target. We're just going to wait for those doors to close before we pounce on him, and we very quietly take care of him. We're going to deposit him in the closet provided at the end of the corridor, and we're going to grab his gun and just keep looking that way, mate. You see nothing, and into the closet we go. So we're going to take the gun that our friend here has given us, and we're going to place it just on the floor behind our next target. And when the receptionist has finished her conversation with the vulture, she will come up and she will discover the gun. There she goes. She will, rather than just call the guard, who is only like 2 feet away, she's going to approach him and let him know that she's found the weapon. He will obviously go over and find the weapon, and it says a lot for the security if this is not the first gun he has found lying around unattended for today. So he's going to take the unruly weapon away to the security office, and all we have to do is get to him before he gets there. So 2 targets now taken care of. Now once again we are going to hide him. It's a little bit more tricky this time, as the receptionist could be facing this way, but while she's taking a drink we have plenty of time to deposit our friend with his colleague. We're going to head back into the security office and out through the other door and into the corridor behind the main security office, and we will encounter our next target on patrol over here. So we just need to wait for him to stop leaning on that wall. There is target number 4. We will get to them shortly. So once he starts making his way past the elevator shaft, before he starts leaning on another wall, must be a nice job just to hang around doing nothing. We are going to deal with him accordingly, and then we're going to drop him down the elevator shaft. So 3 targets down, 2 more to go. We don't need the knife anymore, and we're going to make our way out onto the balcony overlooking the atrium, and as long as the patrolling guard isn't around, we can then throw his colleague over the balcony. Now he will be seen, but it is an accident elimination. So we're now going to make our way all the way down to what I refer to as the basement, even though we are probably about a mile in the air. And you can see I have opted to take for some unexplicable reason, the longest possible route, because we could have just dropped down the lift shaft. So underneath the atrium stairs we will find our final target. Suddenly very interested in this piece of art on the wall, and when she's finished that, she's going to try and have a sneaky cigarette, and that's against the rules, dear, and the punishment is severe. So with all of our targets now dealt with, all we have to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available exit is the atrium lifts. So there we go, 2 more trending contracts taken care of, and we have confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.